holding fire. He's just trying to hold that position and just keep them at bay. Really smart tactic. Again, sometimes the best fight you can do is not fighting at all. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17 bringing you another COH2 replay. This is a 3v3 on Outbrook Station, and while I currently try to cast in this climate where number of cases in the US is dramatically going up, people are still refusing to wear masks, and Yamcha actually won something. It's you know, just a lot of unbelievable things currently going on right now. But thank you for currently watching this replay. This, like I said, 3v3. We have 2 American, 1 British versus 2 Austere and 1 OKW. We got Texas, Sturm Tiger, Rome. We got Boy. We have Hem, and we got Weakness. So thank you guys so very much. We'll see how you guys go. One of these guys to win the replay. I'll tell you who at the end of this. Outbrook Station is a close quarters map. Already, King of Texas going heavy on the infantry. We've seen that work a number of times. Agent Rome going with Spearhead. Again, great mortar support, anti-flame. Really great for pushing back British defenses and also possibly groups of American forces. Americans tendency to group up a little bit more. Sturm Pioneers, looks like Sturm Tiger's trying to keep his forces close together. Hem is currently going airborne. We got also Femboy going with a mobile assault force, which Mattress could be very good. Also the commandos, especially with Bren's, good close and long range. Sturm, wow, okay, Sturm's actually doing pretty well. They should actually beat back the Echelons and the, hold on, they killed the American squad. Hem having a bad day. They might actually beat back these Echelons, which would be a huge win. I don't think they're going to do anything else. Even though they got that 1, 6 kills, awesome. I don't think against American infantry in terms of riflemen and Echelon that they will win that fight. It's just going to be too much. Oh my god, they did a lot more than I thought they would. Now, can they escape is the question. There's only 2 rifles. I have a high... I'm thinking they have a high chance to make it out. Yeah, he's building a tank trap? Or is that barbed wire? Oh, barbed wire. Tank trap's a little better because it's a little harder to kill. But again, still a lot of damage. And with a Volk squad coming on in, I don't think these American forces can hold. Meanwhile, we got some Grenadiers fighting the Brits. Brits are in mid. We got infantry section leading the way. Again, it's Boy going with the... oh my god, yes. Boy is... That's what I'm going to say now. It's just Boy. But yeah. I'm actually thinking about playing God of War right now. Like a bunch of PS4 games lined up. I'm like, you know what? I've been stuck in this house and unable to play anything. Maybe a good old PS4 game with a great story will definitely like cheer me up. But anyway, MG is being pushed back by mortar support. Good job by Texas. And again, he has a half track, not a mortar half track, so I get why he got the mortar. MG really nicely placed, stopping the Americans from coming in. But nice American flank by Weakness comes on in and is going to push back that MG. He has a nice range of support, and the Pioneers are trying to help, but I think there's going to be too much damage on the MG, and I think he's going to have to fall back. Another Rifleman squad, and by the way, really nice cover position, is now opening fire on the MG as well, forcing it back, and the Pioneers. Pioneers are better at close range. They should be doing pretty well, and with the mortar support, I think he's going to need to fall back. Oh, I'm sorry, we have an American mortar back here. Looks like helping both on the left and mid. Not a bad position. For those who, by the way, don't know, I hit the left alt button to move my thing, and then I pretty much double hit the backspace button to kind of reorganize my space. One, just to kind of go over here. One kind of makes things even on any plane in terms of like how you'll be looking down. The second one puts it back at default mode, so just a small heads up. Anyway, we got British forces now with Royal Engineers coming in with flamethrowers. Another great plus for mobile assault. Sturm Pioneer squad with 13 kills in 4 minutes. This guy is doing a lot of goddamn work. And yeah, American forces pulling on back. He is going to need something. Luckily, paratroopers with Thompsons, super deadly against versing any close range unit. I don't care if you have Sturms or Panzer Grenadiers or what. It's going to be a hell of a fight. So that's something that the Germans need to worry about, even with some highly vetted Sturms, if they get them out. If. We'll see if they're able to deploy said forces, because, hell, sometimes they don't. Vickers machine gun in British infantry section trying to put shots, and looks like they will push back the Grenadier squad. So that's good. At least they'll try to get back the point, because right now the Germans have 2 VPs, which is helping, because right now the Allies actually had a good amount of VPs for a time, but they can grab those VPs back, they'll stop the bleed and continue their dominance. But if they can't, then the Germans will at least have a fighting chance to start putting a lot of pressure on the Allies early on. Possible rifle grenade? Yes, rifle grenade being fired. Okay. Unfortunately, Hem just dodged it, and the Grenadiers will probably be forced back. The one issue, though, with these Sturms in general for the OKW is they need to put down these medical kits. Otherwise, they're going to be in a lower standing going on in. Looks like grenade being thrown, so the American forces do have grenades, and that'll be Hem. Again, he's trying to hold him back. Incendiary will do a bit of damage, especially if he just stands in the fire. But the American forces are just way too powerful, and yeah, they're going to drive him back. We got a flank coming in from the infantry section, pushing back the mortar, and it looks like the right side collapsed, and it's just collapsing the whole line. Like I said, this map is incredibly close quarters. If you lose a front, you can put a lot of men and try to hold them back at these choke points, like over here. Oh my god, a lot of dead infantry. Or like, you know, these points, or even like what he's doing with the barbed wire right here. Though I think tank traps might be a bit better, because then you also get the heavy cover, and it does block routes. But anyway, MG being set up with a flamethrower group is actually coming on the flank. Nice job with the Pioneer squad. Might be able to actually push back the infantry section, but I think more men would be good. Although I think it was actually just moving it this way, and he's like, I didn't even mean to go in that front. Grenadiers taking a lot of damage. Again, captain with a bar, nothing to sneeze at, and yeah, it's shredding the Grenadier squad. Flamethrower squad's not going to have to go to mid, but once again, there's too much fire. He's going to pull on back. Do you have a medical base? You do not. Oh, he built a bunker, so he will once he has in like a minute. So good. MG being pushed back by a lot of Sturms, all highly vetted, or at least, you know, of a decent veterancy. Vet 2, respectively, especially in the first few minutes, nothing to sneeze at. Royal Engineers, though, coming along the flank with a flamethrower that could do a lot of damage, and these guys are blobbing, by the way, 100% will admit that. They are group up together, going around the house. There's 3 windows here, so Royal Engineer should be able to use most of its efficiency, especially with the flamethrower, but it looks like there's too many Sturms, and he's going to need to pull back. He might actually get the kill. Hold on. He got the kill. Free flamethrower. And he didn't have to go first Sturm. Hey, that's a nice little pickup there for a Sturm. Was it the highest rated? Yeah, 18 kills for that Sturm squad in 7 minutes. Whew, that's quite a bit right there. Just in reference, like, these Grenadiers have 3 kills respectively. None for that. American Riflemen have, I don't think, got 3 kills is the most. So, good job. Half track on the field, though. That's going to definitely get some kills, and does. Drives back the Sturm Pioneer squad, pushing them back to the HQ. Yeah, so pretty good. Oh, and by the way, if I like take a breath or something, just note I'm fine. Like, because I may have to pause or something like that. Turns out after, but this is my 6th week after I got diagnosed with COVID. No longer have it, but I have another disease that's causing inflammation in my lungs because the COVID opened the door to it. So, right now I'm on a heavy dose of medications that's driving me up the wall, but at the very least, it's making me feel better. But in case I take a breath, you're like, oh, Greyshot, are you getting it? No, I'm fine. Anyway, Grenadiers doing what they can, but the half track is going to suppress them, driving them back. MG is going to hopefully be set up and use armor-piercing rounds. Yes, he is! Ancient Rome, thank you so very much. Panzer II on the field, too. Sturm Tiger bringing in that little fire support. What do the Allies have? We have the base operational. Anyway, Panzer II being hit by a mortar and the half-track. Nice shot with the 6-pounder, and the Panzer II goes down. Did not expect that half-track actually gets away scot-free. Now, again, he went captain, so that's why I got that. The other American went with a lieutenant? Yes, he went with a lieutenant, so he hasn't got anything else. Boy has gotten a company command post. Oh, wait, nope. He just stopped to deploy some commandos, which, where are they located? By the way, when they deploy, they deploy under strength, but looks like he just stood in place and let his Volk squads die to a flamethrower. Oh, boy, that's not a good sign. But anyway, looks like these guys are doing pretty well for themselves, so at least hold this position decently well, and hopefully drive back the AT gun, if at all possible. All right, and Sturm Tiger went with Overwatch Doctrine, hopefully, once again, say this every time consistently, maybe a Goliath. 20 kills. Sturm Tiger. Sturm Tiger, Sturm Tiger, Sturm Pioneers are definitely working. A nice quick reaction by the mortar, gets out of there before the Gammon Bomb is able to really have an effect. Again, not a bad explosive device. Holy crap. You spin me right around, baby, right around. Oh my god, is there something in his... Okay. I think he was trying to get something out of his posterior, but... Yeah, that was a thing. Anyway, Agent looking really good with all the infantry he currently has. Same thing with the Brits. Mortar Pit really, well, yeah, actually pretty well positioned. It's going to probably be a little harder to line up a shot through here. And also there's good coverage from all the way to the right VP, all the way to assisting the left VP. So it has good overall coverage, which is probably why the Allies are dominating right now. In total of like having all 3 victory points, is they have a lot of good support that ranges, because we've seen a lot of these guys go back and forth, so they're quick on their reaction. Like again, we have British forces mixed in with American forces over here. Absolutely, these guys are trying to help each other out, so good teamwork on the Allied side. Okay, maybe social distance your units a little bit, so that way you don't have to worry about you know, exploding together, but still very good. A lot of fighting positions as well. Looks like the Allies are trying to batten down the hatches and stop any German advance with as much MG fire as possible. Smoke, though, went down. Stern Pioneers closing the gap. Where's the flamethrower one? Coming in from a different angle. Interesting. Unfortunately, he's building an MG right now, but he hasn't gone up. Oh, my God. There's so much American infantry all grouped up. They're just shooting each other. It's like, what's going on? I would not want to fire a machine gun that close to a giant blob of infantry. That's probably not the best idea. Especially with all your allies so close. Anyway, unfortunately, the Sturm Pioneers did have to fall back. But they did a lot of work. The American infantry took some hits, and the Panzer II is trying to finish them out. He got another Panzer II. Little risky, but we'll see if it pays off. Fortunately, a T-grenade looks like it damages the engine. The American force does have a bazooka team on standby, so it will wear down the Panzer II if it can keep it alive. And unfortunately for him, he only has one bazooka team, so it will take a little more pressure. But, yeah, it seems to be doing enough to where lieutenant's very low, riflemen are equally either half or lower. We have stormtroopers in play. Okay, interesting. I was not expecting that, because usually a lot of people go this doctrine and they go a very specific grenadier front. But this gentleman has, Texas has decided, see you in hell, Claus. I guess he's just happy to hold this line. Fair point. But the stormtroopers, I'm actually really surprised he got them. Which, again, makes sense. They're good close range. They have some nice abilities. And if he's going to combine them with the grenadiers and have them more excel at longer ranges, it makes sense to have a close range unit that isn't... well, okay, hold on. It's 340, so they are decently expensive, especially compared to, like, a grenadier squad. Like, it's about the same. I think grenadiers are probably a little better close range, but stormtroopers are nothing to sneeze at, and again, their bonus is free, so it's not like it's costing you all that much to make them close range like Panzer Grenadiers. So, and again, they can still get an AT ability, so you can still have that AT if you want it. It all comes down to, like, do you want bundle grenades or incendiaries? Do you want, like, booby trap territory? Like, what do you want? So we'll see how they do. Anyway, Panzer II taking more hits. British infantry coming on in to hold that point. And middle is pretty much barren right now. Same thing with left. And we can see here in that time, the Allies have pushed forward even more. Weakness, by the way, going heavy cav. Another great close range unit. So the Allies have like some top tier waifus. I mean, I'm sorry, not waifus. Super soldiers with the airborne, with the Rangers, commandos, very elite forces that they can deploy. So, unfortunately, it looks like we took some losses here by the Brits, but you got a commando, some Brens, so that's a huge win, because, again, that increases their damage to both just long range substantially, and they still have their close range focus through their main guns. So, not too shabby. American forces finding the Grenadiers. Rifle grenade being fired. Gets a great squad wipe, and Hem just got, taken down a notch. Anyway, we got Pioneer Squad here. What is Texas looking at? Looks like he lost his own Grenadier Squad, so it was a bit of a mixed bag. Wasn't a clear-cut victory. Most of the hold on. Where's the... Oh, wait, it's the British artillery coming in. It's like hitting this area to try to stop the Germans from advancing further. Sturm Pioneers now with Bren guns. Okay. Not bad. Not a bad idea. Like, again... Not saying if you want them to be full potential at close range, fine. But if you want to have a little better shot, maybe killing the guy retreating, that weapon is not too shabby at longer ranges. So good, good, good. Grenadiers trying to come back on the left-hand side. Rome is building up his Grenadiers for a counterattack. Again, in a recent replay, I described the lack of a mortar half-track, and I will be consistent here, I think a mortar half-track would be very good. Now, it depends on Agent's strategy. Right now, he's battle phase 2. So, in his eyes, he could be trying to save up for it. But I do think with the mortar pit and all the other like pieces of artillery the Allies have fashioned, a mortar half-track would be a great idea. However, I also take note that there may not be a great spot to set it up. I mean, like back here, maybe. But again, with the flanks constantly coming in this way, you don't want to put so many resources into a unit that maybe you can't properly defend. Because a mortar, it's not as quickly defeated by, let's say, armor AT. Although that mortar is just, it's just tearing the Germans apart. Wait, is it the mortar? No, it's something else. It's the American mortar and the howitzer that's doing that. My apologies. That was the Brits. Nope. It was all of the Americans all along. Pack 40 being pushed back as well by artillery fire. Half-track moving on in. 9 kills. Really great job on that half-track and good on the micro. So weakness really putting on the pressure. Hell, he's hitting a pack gun with the half-track. And he's probably going to win that battle. If he can. Yep, there he goes. Well, someone just threw something. Okay. Or something collapsed. Whatever the case may be, this half-track is doing, well, I was going to say a really good job. But surprise, surprise, A. Jerome's like, I got a second pack. Always double tap your pack guns. And, sir, that means shooting it twice. Really? I thought it was buying 2. Okay. Well, glad I misunderstood that conversation. Anyway, Cromwell looks like he's going to put some pressure on these Grenadiers. 18 kills as well. Do the Brits have anything high killing? I mean, Commandos have 8. Mortar Pit has 2, so really not. Anyway, they're trying to push up. It looks like they will stop the cap of those austere forces, and looks like the Allies are coming back full force with a lot of, again, even though he's lost quite a bit, Hem has some really good veterancy on his forces. He just really needs them upgraded, I think. Nice AT from the Sturm Tiger pushing back the Cromwell. Very good against anti-infantry, that Cromwell is, so it makes sense. You want to drive that thing back as soon as possible. You don't want to lose more men or have more issues. Hold on, you're making something. We have a double howitzer in place. So Sturm Tiger really focusing more on the artillery focus of Overwatch. Again, you definitely have to worry because the Allies could have something. In this case, they have a mattress, but of course the mattress doesn't have the range to hit it. And both of these American forces do not have a direct strike. So you'd also don't have Soviets, you don't have Katyusha. So right now, the Allies are in a more negative space. They don't have that extended long range unit or that can really hit those LFHs. The LFHs should be clear to fire, but once again, that's 26 resources, I want to say, that you're using on the artillery. And also, it's static. If the enemy moves out of the way, you could easily get around. But if they start wearing down, especially on this map where it's a little more close quarters, it could definitely start having a major effect on the manpower of the Allies. So we'll see how those guys do. Oh, no. Vet 4, 27 kills. Get out of there! No! Oh... He was the best Sturm Pioneer they could possibly bring. Dang it. Well, and he died to what? Oh my god, he died to Rangers. The thing I would say that they would have to worry about: Rangers, Commandos, and Airborne. So, alright. Any Airborne? No, we have no Airborne, which is also shocking. No paratroopers have been deployed. Commandos, we do have them and on the field, but only 1. So... Anyway, the American force on weaknesses forces have been a little better. Now, looks like he might lose that Ranger squad on the retreat. Can we get a rifle? Oh, he doesn't have the munitions for it. Maybe a rifle grenade shot on the retreat path. And looks like he will make it out back to Allied lines. That was close, very close, but at the very least he got back. Weakness, by the way, did he bring himself a Jackson? Makes sense. I know everyone's probably seeing this and it's like, well, the Germans don't have armor. Why would you get that? Well, okay, they do. I just haven't been showing it. They just got Panzer IV. Yes, Jackson easily beats Panzer IV. But you also have to come up with, like, if you want to be dominant, he already has so much anti-infantry that he's like, I'll just get a Jackson. It's literally the Americans' best top-tier tank destroyer that they can deploy with ease, other than, let's say, a Wolverine or such. But the point is, it's great also with its firepower and rate of fire. It can definitely drive back a lot of German armor, Panther included, if they have this entangled fight. And with all the infantry already vetted up, that Jackson can just sit back and just light it up. M1, you might have to worry, especially with some artillery or something along those lines. But Jackson, you can usually take a few more, definitely quite a few more hits. Though I won't say it's perfect because I've seen Stukas do quite a bit. Grenadier being driven off by a commando squad. Can they get the kill with it? With the Brens, no, they cannot. It's so very close. Jackson, no, advancing. Panzer IV, dangerously low. And that AT is gone. I don't know what happened to it, but it looks like he had to fall back. He takes a shot but misses. Panzer II now trying to hold back a lot of the infantry while they try to push up, but Commando's now hiding behind the house. The one counterpoint I'll say to the LFHs is the British artillery. But if, let's say, these LFHs do get higher veterancy, and it looks like they're already halfway there, they can start targeting this mattress and other lighter AT units, such as mortars, the mortar pit. So definitely need to worry about that. But again, if it's focusing on the mortar pit, that's one target, then you have a little more room to really focus on everything else via the allies. Anyway, MG moving on in. Grenadiers, okay. Sturm Tiger, again, his artillery is currently actually, he's blasting, and it's doing quite a bit. But Mattress blasting right back, pushing back the stormtroopers, very low on health, but they do manage to escape back to base. Another Panzer IV being developed. Very curious because, again, this map is very close quarters. That Panzer IV is going to do a lot of damage. Luckily, it is backed up by a great AT gun. So, same thing with this Cromwell. It's like, it's a medium tank, but I hope you get, like, a Croc or, well, okay, he can in this case, but like a Churchill equivalent. Something that can take that damage. Oh, hold on. Great Gammon Bomb. Pushes back at least once. Oh, both squads retreat. Paratroopers coming on in. Takes a great mortar hit, bringing its health down to pretty much zilch. We have an AT gun now firing through. Great shot, by the way. That's a hell of a shot to go through that position to hit the German force on the other side. But that being said, American force is still battling out in mid, and I think that's the key. I think you need to contain this right-hand side and do as much as you can, but I think as long as you're holding mid, we can see here the Germans are down to 71 points. It's not great. Population-wise, though, it's faring a little better. They're probably in the mid-60s. Allies, on the other hand, they are very low. Hem has not really recovered, and honestly, he's lost a lot more forces, though he's gotten plenty more men with his paratroopers. But again, they themselves are a little more expensive than your base rifleman. So, so he only has one squad. Also, it's a little concerning, just a wee bit, that he's healing this close to the base. Now, you could say, well, Greyshot, it's, you know, it's out. What's the big deal? It's literally not even that far. Like, and theoretically, the artillery could open fire on this as much as they could open fire here. And you're right. But the one key issue that I also describe is they are now also open to airstrikes. If we currently look in this area, that Frag Bob could come in and wipe this all out. Where in the base, you can't. So, always something to take in mind. Also, great job smoking, holding fire. He's just trying to hold that position and just keep them at bay. Really smart tactic. Again, sometimes the best fight you can do is not fighting at all, and that can do a considerable amount of damage to your enemy. In this situation, they're not firing, they're not revealing themselves, and they're holding the key position. I think paratroopers, though, got close enough they have revealed it, and now they light them up. But the paratroopers are already weaker because the artillery fire weared them down while trying to push into the smoke. So really, really great defensive play right there by Texas. Right now, excuse me, we got Sturm Tiger coming on in, trying to push back some stuff with the Panzer II. But again, 6-pounder, driving it back. Again, really great cooperative effort. But I gotta also give it up to Agent, because right now he is fighting essentially a 1v1. This American force is busy fighting him. It's a 2v2 in like the smallest corridor possible, which is also helping because A, Hem is being artied, and B, Boy doesn't have like the resilience to keep fighting a lot of these forces. So yeah, good job there. But the counterpoint is this American player who is advancing and is taking territory. Now I think Smoke would have been better. Unfortunately, it looks like he doesn't have the grenade upgrade, which is unfortunate, especially with the amount of manpower fuel he has. But I think dropping down some smoke. So actually, what am I saying? He has 500 munitions. Weakness could drop down some smoke here and help take the point. Now, I think that would be incredibly helpful because if you take that point, that would be helpful to, bring down the remaining 66 points. But at the very least, they decapped their points, so it's slowly bringing down the axis. One thing to note, looks like this got hit with some arty fire, some major ones, so that's why it's lost some veterancy. Mortar, though, looks like he's doing okay. He just had to heal up. And again, this is the opposite effect, where, yes, the weakness could bring up, and I think back here would be a good position. But also, again, he also has to worry about possibly them using a recon and possibly frag bombing. So, but it looks like the Axis are actually pretty low on munitions, where the Allies are doing great. 1 point is the Axis have both munition points, so they're getting 58 munitions per turn. which you might say, well, Greyshot, the Germans are getting a slightly more fuel. I'm like, okay, that's great. So far, the armor has literally not advanced all that much. Look. I think a Grenadier squad died right there. Something just got annihilated by, I believe, that mattress. Yeah, 23 kills. Great job with the mattress. But LEFH fire looks like coming on in. It looks like one of the forces got down to like a single model and had to fall back. Again, we have... Okay, we have paratroopers, but they equipped with LMGs. Why? You are fighting a close-range battle, and you decide, no, give the man LMGs. It's like, oh, god damn it. Jackson and, oh, great arty shot kills one of the paratroopers. But, yeah, Cromwell and Jackson trying to do what they can, but it's this close-range fight that is just hard to deal with. Now, luckily, he destroyed the tank armor, which will allow another shot. Unfortunately, he died before allowing another shot. And once again, the Americans, they are so good at jumping. Like, just like Samurai Jack, they went into this jungle. They practiced jumping with weights on their backs with a bunch of 8 people and 1 man that the 8 people took in. And eventually, they learned to jump good. And I'm so glad these American vehicle crews are showing that even as they die, it's just you know, they're just saying, hey, I'm not going out without some style. Now I'm going to go as high as I possibly can and just really show off. So really great job by the Americans right there. Anyway, so the riflemen trying to hold back this blob of grenadiers. Again, would be great for a grenade right there. Again, agents so close together, but not the case. Also, we have double Panzerwerfers coming on in. I think this is a case of artillery is slowly starting to change the course of the battle. And again, it makes sense. If you're gonna fight on this map, you're gonna want to choose something that is really, really focused on that idea of like wearing down the enemy manpower, because everything is so close quarters that if you don't wear down the infantry and manpower, you're gonna be then fighting. Well, what do you get with a lot of manpower? A heavier infantry, and I would probably determine you would probably be seeing way more elite forces. Now, again, weakness has that elite force, but like we look at Hem, yeah, Hem is the like he wants more men, he just can't keep it alive. Now, again, great choice by Boy. Boy decided to go with the Churchill. Again, takes a lot of hits, and now with the Cromwell backing up the firepower with the the Churchill taking that damage, they can finally advance and do that damage they need to. Nice job with the smoke as well. Love this play because, again, he can now fire from the smoke through it, and they will still only see. These Germans are only going to be focusing on the Croc. Now, they could direct fire. I keep saying Croc, the Churchill. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, great job. Like, again, just really priority on focus. So good play there. Now, unfortunately, yeah, as much high regards I want to keep praising this gentleman, Boy is still down. He's still lower in terms of overall forces. Now, luckily, we got Pershing right here, and it seems to be pushing back some, and I do mean some, not all, some of Rome's forces. But it looks like Rome might have been waiting for an allied support. Storm Tiger moving on in with the Panther. Pershing, though, I think versing it would be fine. It's just that extra Sturm Pioneer with the Panzerschreck. You need to worry about Croc coming on in. Hoping to get some pop shots here. Now, again, allies holding a double VP. Very good. Now, but mattress fire coming on in. And this could be extremely bad. All the infantry is grouped up together. Unfortunately, the shots are very wide and varied. It's not getting the kills necessarily, but it is where it pushing them back. Oh, my God. Great push by the Cromwell. Wow, I'm surprised the AT gun actually lived. But whatever the case may be, they at least got some kills and drove back the Germans in the area. So again, it's more of a close-range artillery, but hopefully... Oh my God! Wait, what? They're both retreating? Oh my God, that's so dumb. He had 1 man, he got up to 2, and it's like, nope, you're leaving. Yeah, that was Vet 3. But yeah, that's also a great example of don't fire your artillery with auto-firing LEFHs next to a base, because that's not going to help. Well, to be honest, it might have been that, or it might have been the recon giving him sight. But yeah, we have 44 kills with artillery, so it absolutely has been doing work. And right now, the Axis really don't have much worry, because the Allies don't have much long-range artillery to really like drive them back. Their best shot, their honest-to-God best shot, is this side. And you may be scratching your head when I say that, but you can keep fighting in this trench warfare like kind of environment where literally the battlefield has not changed more than probably 20 feet over the last 30 minutes. It just simply has not. Or you can go into a wide open space, flank the enemy, knock out their artillery, or again knock out some of their caches or other defenses back here or weakened armor, and you can deal that damage. Also, great job with the airstrikes, hitting a lot of stuff like the Pershing, bringing it down. Again, that's the sector assault for you. Again, you're going to need anti-air. Unfortunately, that unit bit the bullet a while ago, so Jackson moving on against Panzer 2, or Panzer 4, sorry. The Panzer 4 is Infantry 2, so it has that extra armor, which will hopefully allow it to win. It's going to be close. Airstrike coming on in. Oh my god, knocking out its main gun. Panther, I think, was trying to go in for the kill, but he might be able to escape if he keeps pulling it back. Never mind. Never mind. Oh my god. Look at that jump. Like, seriously. Just, I know, again, not sure why they let all those vehicle crews for the Americans, like, sign up for these advanced jumping courses. But, you know, I'm really happy they did. Cromwell's pulling on back after getting a great shot there. Again, both Panzer IVs have been neutralized, so we're now left with the Stug. He could get himself a Panther, but as well, Texas has been losing quite a bit. So I don't want to just keep, you know, dogpiling on like the Allies. The Germans are losing quite a bit as well. Hold on. Oh, they killed the Cromwell. Was that artillery? I think that was artillery. 29 kills, 1 vehicle destroyed. And yeah, he's auto-firing with 1. That makes sense. Have 1 auto-fire and the other one you kind of control. Stormtroopers coming in behind to try to wear down the commandos. Also very low. And Storm Pioneers, hold on, coming on in. It may not be as great as the previous set, but still, Veteran C4. And before anyone says, oh wait, P-47's coming on in, but the building took all the hits. And also, the Axis do have anti-air, so they can slowly wear down those planes. But what I was saying was, it's like, it's so weird. The Allies have all this territory, and I've yet to see any forces go there, or even recon. Like, you would figure they would deploy recon to come around the flank. I mean, we got ourselves the Brits, who now have a free, okay, not free, but they have a unit that deploys recon, which is the assault officer. Also, kind of astounding, we have not seen an assault officer because it's great close range. And you figured that they would try to bring that in. P-47's having a rough day with those hits. But yeah, this left-hand side seems like the big thing. Hold on, the Pershing might have put 2 and 2 together to make 5. We might see something here. Well, we'll see what he actually calculates. If it's 4, if he can break through and kill everything. It's 5 if he's just, well, gets pushed back without much. Because we have a push. He drops smoke. We have some arty fire coming on in. Looks like mattresses coming on in. Hold on, our arty's coming down. Okay, we're looking good. Looking good. You know, it's helping. They're slowly advancing. I mean, I think the Brits are currently using their RD, right? Hold on. Yeah, they're currently using the British artillery to try to break through. But Agent's holding. And, although the American forces probably need to capture that point. Oh, King Tiger's on the field? Oh my god, Sturm Tiger, you're holding out on me. Yeah, so now they have a big heavy tank that's going to take or need to take a lot of hits. Actually, weirdly enough, another aspect I completely forgot about, but would be actually really beneficial, would be general weakness here. Because you figure, why isn't weakness upgrading his rangers, or getting more rangers with bazooka teams? He can give them 3 bazookas, just like buff them. Because he has enough for 2 squads, each with a full set of bazookas, with the amount of munitions he has, and just smash that King Tiger. No joke, that would absolutely be a major threat to that king, and possibly lead to its demise, if a proper set of rangers came on in and just started wrecking house on it. Maybe bring in an additional Jackson for support, but absolutely can be driven back. Now, I will also give allies have dropped the Axis down under 50 points, but they are still losing a lot of men, and it looks like on the right, things are not looking great. The Germans are also down, but they have a better defensive statute than the allies right now. Looks like artillery is still coming down this general area. We have paratroopers. Once again, LMGs. I don't understand that concept, because you're fighting in a close range area, and it's like, no, we're gonna have all the paratroopers here with goddamn LMGs. Now that might cost them as the Panzerwerfer comes on in. Oh, they're stunned as well. Hold on. And there they all go. Another reason to social distance your forces, so that way you don't lose all your paratroopers, which Hem did. Hem says, I'm out, peace, after losing 3 squads of paratroopers in the span of 15 seconds. Yeah. One, good job with the Panzerwerfers. Again, just pointing out this little route here, just for common sense purposes. But, yeah, again, great shot with the Panzerwerfers. They excel at close range in putting a lot of shells in a very close proximity. Really good work. So yeah, I simply do not understand the willingness to flank, which we've already seen this guy do a little bit, but I think he needs to go all the way around. And again, I think the Americans have recon themselves. Like, they have the ability for recon with the major. It looks like his major either bit the dust or got, taken out by something. So then it's got him, which he's now dead, or an AI, which actually might help out in terms of unit preservation. We'll see if the AI maybe does a better job at keeping his forces. I mean, like, I say that with a Veteran 3 unit, but, like, at least the AI is first coming over here. It's like, guys, why don't, like, the first thought of the AI was like, yeah, flank left, duh. Like, we can get around, like, the Panzerwerfers are over here. You just come this way and you hit them. Sure, you have a Panther here, but the MG is not going to stop them. Of all things, there's a captain flanking. And now you have Rangers and Riflemen. Where's the armor is waiting to... Oh, my God. Hey, guys, send the infantry on the flank, but the armor straight up the gut. Send the armor in straight up against double packs and a King Tiger. Oh, my God. That's a strategy. That's a strategy. Sir, wouldn't it be better to have the mattress open fire along the defensive support gun lines? Well, how do we know they have a support gun line? It could be open as soon as the American forces flank. Sir, we have we could get a major pretty cheaply for recon. We have nearly 1,400 manpower. Nope. No, Private. That's a dumb idea. We'll send our good old-fashioned tanks straight up the gut to beat it. Oh, God damn it. And, my God, the mattress actually came in and at least knocked out one and drove some things back. So, that's something. But it looks like Grenadiers are now pushing on in to try to kill the Vet 3 mattress. I don't blame it. 15 kills, not too shabby. Artillery also hitting him. Sherman's on the field now, so Hem got armor. Hopefully it survived. Oh, well, that mattress didn't. Oh my God. But one thing of note, King of Texas has lost pretty much everything. So, yeah, he's definitely taken a lot of casualties. Meanwhile, you have Storm Tiger doing a bit better, but reminder, most of his frontline forces have been driven back. I would say, honestly, I think the Allies would have probably won the infantry game, even with Hem's kind of weird choices, if they didn't get those LAFHs just lighting up, because also those did hit the American base. We have double Shermans on the field. This might be an Allied counterattack that... Oh my God! If the Allies win this with an AI, I swear to God, especially after literally this slaughter that occurred, that would be nice. That'd be nice. We got Rangers. No upgrades, which again is weird. Okay, they're getting Thompsons. In case anyone's wondering, like Greyshot, like what are you talking about with the Rangers? 3 bazookas, increased damage, increased penetration. Before I'm like, what? Sherman coming in from behind. Okay, first off, he's using explosive rounds on a mortar. But at the very least, it's giving sight for the Jacksons to start hitting this Tiger. Now, If only had the Sherman blocking the King Tiger's escape route, that might be, you know, beneficial. But at the very least, now the Jacksons will continue to gain veterancy as they just smash that stew. Now the Panthers over here, it's probably going to now be lit up by these Jacksons. And pretty good job there. It is driving them back. So yeah, Panther took a lot of hits and almost, oh my god, it's at like a quarter health. Allied forces trying to push back the Germans. We have a frag bomb, I assume, about to come on in. We'll see the direction of it. Amazing hit. Who was that, by the way? That was Agent... No, that wasn't Agent Rome. That was Texas. Texas getting an amazing KD right there. Just knocking out 3 squads with a single hit. Really wearing down the weakness right now. And yeah, double packs now coming on into the Croc. I keep saying Croc. The Churchill is not going to be able to really advance. But good job there. Really, really great work at holding back the Allies. And Allies right now are looking at a grand total of like, okay, I'll kind of count the AI, like 40 population on average. Germans are what, 90s? No! Oh, I forgot. Texas is still low. So really, their population's like upper... I'd probably say low 70s. Probably low 70s overall. So it's not... Oh my god. AI, every time I try to give you any sort of decency, any sort of credit, you're then like, I'm going to use high explosive rounds against a King Tiger. Because that makes sense. At the very least, they fired major artillery, which, good job getting the major, trying to push back some of the infantry, and they have double VPs. If they can hold the double VPs for a little more time, Allies win it. If. I don't think weakness has the men, and I don't think, excuse me, I don't think Boy has... has the resilience to hold this position. He doesn't have a Vickers or something to suppress him. He doesn't like have anything like that. So it's just straight up infantry fight, and all of his infantry are just kind of spread out. So there's so much here. Panzerwerfer might die. Hold on. Jackson. Little bit cocky right there, Agent Rome. I'm assuming you're going for a base. Or maybe point blanking it. I'm unsure. But whatever the case may be, you died. We have another push over here with commandos. Oh my god. Guys, let's both not shoot each other. Okay, they found the stormtroopers, which should kick on the high gear in a moment. Or they get slaughtered. Someone should tell these recruits that they are allowed to open fire. Well, the commandos just got the free veterancy because of that, and will probably slaughter these stormtroopers if I have to. Oh, wow, you got a free Bren gun. That's cool. Yeah, probably will be slaughtered. Oh, he's so lucky they didn't die. Commandos trying to hold the position. It's you know, you could do a strategy of that when they retreat and they drop the smoke, you can move more forces in. Again, if the commandos can't take it, you can bring in more men. Holy god, commandos weakened, but still knocks out that Volk squad. Great defense play. Rangers now trying to hold the line. Oh, he finally got... I believe he didn't get grenades earlier on, but hey, good thing he got grenades. Awesome. Wait, no. Was it Goathen that did? No, now they both have grenades. Good. So yeah, he dropped some smoke and is trying to capture the point. You still have to worry about light artillery fire or even the bigger stuff. The LA. Oh my god, retreat. Okay. He decapped at the very least, which is still putting pressure on the enemy. Now the riflemen are actually coming in from behind. Again, AI actually having some infantry on the field. Good. I'll take anything I can get. Stu coming on in, although it's not going to do a whole lot of damage versus a Croc. I keep saying Croc. Why do I keep saying Crocodile? The Churchill. Oh my god. But, yeah, the Cromwell is putting pressure on the Stug as well. Having trouble penning that. And again, just for reference, armored skirts. But yeah, Germans do capture the point back and looks like they're pushing back on left. I think any chance the Allies had for wearing down the Axis is unfortunately a distant memory. I just don't think they have the power necessary to hold 2 points for extended periods of time. Stu actually really smart, moving in while the Croc... I keep saying Croc! The Churchill! I'm just losing my damn mind. The Churchill is taking fire, so again, you can slowly wear it down, make sure it doesn't get heal, and it's not like the Churchill can fire back. So win. Also, recon's now in effect from Rome. So Rome was, I guess, planning to, make sure he doesn't get attacked. Cromwell's coming on in as Churchill's still taking fire, but looks like Churchill can now open fire. And yeah, the Churchill's main gun can easily, or not easily, but have a good shot penning, Stug armor. So So you have to be very cautious with that. They're both going to pull back, and at the very least, they delayed the Brits from healing their forces. So that's always a win. Looks like we have artillery fire coming on in. Looks like they did some damage, especially with the commandos coming on in. Although it looks like artillery fire... Yep, they just ended that real quick. And while I think General Weakness could take this point, I think Rome's right here, and he'll pretty much keep them away. Frag Bomb coming on in. Great Frag Bomb knocks out a Ranger squad. Poor Rangers. They did not lead the way. And yeah, Volk squad's holding mid, and the other VP is being watched over by a Brumbar. So I'm just going to fast forward. I think this game is done. General Weakness could launch an assault, but I think with the pack guns, that's just going to be another failed attempt. He's going mid, actually, against the Tiger. Panzerwerfers are also right there. Again, I haven't really clicked on them. 31 kills on the one. Great Panzerwerfer hits. Actually hurts the Jacksons, and yeah, both of them get taken out. Once again, amazing job with that flying crew. Yeah, Pershing being now pushed back as the pack guns repositioned. Again, great focused fire effort by Rome on that regard. The whole, like, okay, priorities over here at the AT, hold this stuff, and I'll switch. So, good use there. Unfortunately, it looks like the AI might have, yeah, AI's lost competency. He's pretty much lost everything. So yeah, this game's done. Oh, they tried to heal. Again, a little too close to the front for the healing. Cromwell dies. We have the M1 trying to hold, but it's not going to. GG. Yeah, I think the Allies' biggest weakness was not general weakness, but Hem. I think Hem just lost way too many men. Just in perspective, yeah. Paratroopers, riflemen. You lost 8 vehicle crew. Oh, never mind. I'm dumb. Okay. I was like, what? It's like, oh, no, they tie together. But, yeah, so it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, could have been better, I would say. Yeah, so thank you, Agent Rome, for submitting this replay. It really highlighted the Allies probably going to beat the Germans in terms of their better infantry for the most part. Hem, I still question LMGs with paratroopers other than Thompsons, or even having a mix, because you have, like, keep the one back, again, spread your units out, keep the one back with the LMG to light them up from afar, and then the guy with the Thompsons get close. By God, the infantry would die. But anyway, good job, Rome, with top damage, but top kills goes to Sturm Tiger. Sturm Tiger, really good job with the artillery. I know that sounds dumb because they're pretty much auto-firing, but I believe you only had one auto-firing, and this one had 51 kills. I believe the second one, you were manually going back and forth, so good job at least. Although you could tell, like, the one with auto-fire definitely had more kills than veterancy. But again, also, your Sturm Pioneers were great. Let's double-check the MVP. Also, AT, good job holding up back a lot of armor. So, got to give it up to that. Texas, you lost a lot of men. Stormtroopers, oh, God, so many of them. But you still did pretty well, and I'll give you credit for at least doing your best along with Sturm Tiger for trying to hold this point for as long as possible. I think you're definitely the lesser of the two, but you still did a decent job. I think unit preservation would be slightly better. Although, versing a mattress, that's incredibly hard to do, so I don't blame you. Pack gun, again, great defense here. 62 kills with the Grenadiers as well, so good job, Rome, on the solid defense network. I do think you left a flank open, but I think that the Allies did not do anything against it, so I guess it was okay there. But just in case you're versus someone who's a little more wary, a little more map competent, I would say place some additional mines, Teller mines, S minefield, stuff like that, or at the very least have a Grenadier squad, so at least you can see them coming. Essentially have something as indicator to let you know that the enemy is flanking you along that route, because again, there was a huge flank they could have done. They never did. Hem, you lost way too many men. Yeah, it was just one of those things, like, I don't know what your playstyle was, and I don't know what you were doing, so I can't really comment. Femboy, you did great in terms of infantry and also with your armor. Really, really good work there. So, great job with also doing your part with the armor. Churchill was a good choice. Took a lot of hits. Well, your best unit was what? The Commandos? No, of course, the mattress. Great use of the mattress, by the way. It devastated the German defenses over there. So really, really good job. And again, I know the LAFH was a big threat, but you did a good job in this situation for... mattress is hard to fire with an LAFH constantly on, like, locking sights on it. But good work there. Good work. As well, let's see here. We got ourselves, yeah, wait, the allies with, absolutely, Femboy, absolutely the best of the allies. Top tier damage, top kills, great KD for the Brits. Weakness, did very well against Rome, but I think he could have played better. His overall weakness was having a little more clarity of the map. I think if that was the case, he really could have pressed, but also, like, the armor push against, like, the Tiger and double pack, it was like, what are you doing? Even my cat's, like, just like, all right, I have to get from my spot. That's just, like, I can't take this anymore. I need to go lay down after that match. I don't blame you. But in any case, that's going to be it. What'd you guys think? Leave it down in the comments down below what your favorite part was. But yeah, probably if I have to honestly say my favorite part of this game, it's probably just going to be the Sturm Pioneers. I love the Sturm Pioneers just doing so well early on and really helping out. Because that definitely played a part in at least keeping the Germans in the game on the right-hand side and mid, as we saw the Allies slowly push up and hold dominance. And I truly do think the LFHs were the determining factor. If these things weren't here, I think the game would have been easily pressed. Also, I think if Hem maybe was a different player, I think if he was, not a bad idea with the airborne, but always recommend direct strike, especially on this map, something to deal with long range artillery. No matter what side you're on, make sure you have something to deal with long range artillery that is present on this map. Even without the Soviets, that's still present with the Brits and the Americans. But maybe a priest would be better. But that's my thoughts. Let me know yours. This has been Greyshot17. I'll see all of you next time. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17, and before I go, I want to give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Milam, Joey G240, Anton, Bishara, Ion, PyroShark, Ace, and Jakub Ocwieja. Seriously guys, thank you so much for your amazing support, especially over the past month. Been through a lot of personal hurdles, but you guys make it a little easier knowing that you guys support me. And same thing with the patrons down below. This has been Greyshot17 and his amazing patrons, and I'll see all of you next time.